Hello and welcome back to SirKenSaid.com. Now, in all honesty, I had this video shot last week, only I watched it tonight because I told you guys it wasn't going to be like posting things over the weekends, which seems to be all the craze, and I'm not. And I watched it tonight and I just wasn't happy with it, so I'm like, you know what? Fuck this, I'm going to freestyle it and just go over what I liked, loved, and hated about Guardians of the Galaxy. At close to $200 million, the final installment of the Guardians of the Galaxy as we know it currently, which for people who don't read the comic books, this team changed more than most people change their goddamn socks. I mean, one guy was atomized before the team was even a team on a mission. So one thing I didn't care for much was the introduction of Adam Warlock. He felt the idea that he was released from the cocoon too early was played out, and it was kind of how it went down in the comics. But I hope that he doesn't turn out to be the new Mantis on the team and never reaches his true potential. Because in the comics, this guy was the guy who ended the original Infinity War. He, with the Soul Stone in his forehead, willed the other Soul Stone, the other Infinity Stones, to him and said, "That's it, bitches. This is over. It's done. It's a wrap." He has the power to resurrect the dead, judge souls, remove souls, matter manipulation, fast and light travel. He is so totally OP that's not even funny. I hope he eventually lives up to that potential somewhere down the line and does not get stuck at this Mantis level of power. 2, I said this again, and I'll say it once and I'll say it again. We did not see Peter Quill, Star-Lord, use his element guns to their full potential again. In the comics, they shoot earth, air, water, lightning, and are capable of so much more than just being blasters. I just don't understand. One guy who is no great secret that he's leaving is Dave Bautista, or Drax the Destroyer in the movies. Believe it or not, Homeboy has body issues. Let that sink in for a minute. Bautista says at near 50 or at 50, he's getting tired and self-conscious of running around shirtless. So he was tickled pink to wear the comic book accurate uniforms that they have in the comics, and he was very happy going out the way he did. Yeah, and by the way, this is what Drax looks like in the comics, and that's another reason I didn't like his portrayal. And they nerfed the powers of him all the time, but he was created for the sole purpose of destroying Thanos, could sense him wherever he was throughout the universe, and much like the Hulk, the closer he got to Thanos, the stronger he got. So we never got that in any of the movies or spin-offs or connections, so I was a little disappointed in that. This motherfucker totally lived up to being one of the most easily hated people or villains throughout the MCU. The amount of cruelty that he showed to small, helpless animals for improvement through experimentation, and then if he didn't get the result he wanted, he burned it all down completely. Just fuck it, I'm done, I'm moving on. They made him, or made you hate him, or wrote him to make you hate him And boy, howdy, did you hate him. And I'm telling you right now, I think he's going to be back because, yeah, they left him on the exploding ship, but we didn't see a body. We didn't see him blow up. I think he's coming back because a guy this smart had an escape plan. And finally, Rocket Raccoon, who was without doubt the heart, soul, and purpose of this movie. He was the unifying factor and the reason that people were ugly crying in that fucking theater. Oh my God, there's a lot of ugly people crying. Woo! But finally shining a light on the horrors of his backstory only hammered home the fact how over time this team meant to be so much to each other. So yeah, I was happy with the way this ended. Like I said, I hope we get to see the evolution of certain characters. And yeah, out of 1 to 10, I'm definitely going to give this a 8. And I highly encourage you to go see it. So until next time.